Grinding our own beans enhances the flavor, and it really makes a difference. The beans go through that hopper down into the grinding wheel, and then you have the blades down below that grind them together by just high-speed centrifugal force. The hopper will adjust the course of the grind. Some coffee requires fine grind, other requires coarse grind, so you have that option. You choose the beans and put them in the hopper. Very simple procedure. Then you turn on the switch and you watch it get ground. We grind just enough for our daily grind, and so that way the beans will stay fresh and the coffee tastes fresh. Finally, they go through the hopper, you're all done, and you're ready to have your cup. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a coffee connoisseur, but I certainly have developed a taste for good coffee. And I want to make an analogy between the good coffee and grinding the coffee to really marriage. And I have two beans here, and two beans are each individually different. They can be grown in different parts of the world. Some can be grown in Ethiopia and others in Costa Rica. And they come together, and you can often do a mixed blend and grind it in the grinder of life or the grinder of coffee. And that's how our marriages can be. Two people come together that come from different walks of life. And before you know it, they say, I do. They put the ring in, the vows are made, and they go off together. Both individual become one in the grinder of life. Sometimes in that grinder, they don't want to be ground, and they forsake the grinding process and dissolve the marriage. God doesn't want that. God wants us to be faithful to the end to a broken marriage. That grinding process is actually making us and creating us into the image that God wants to take from two weak individuals and make them one strong individual. That very process of arguments and frustration and falling out of favor in each other's eyes is the very grinding that God wants to do to create something beautiful. But when we leave that, then we end up weakening our own personal lives, and we're not cooked, we're not finished, we're not made in what God wanted us to be, the two becoming one flesh. It's not an instant process. God is working that out through the grinder of life that's very painful. He chooses just the right grind to grind us so that when we're finished, I'm grabbing here some grounds, when we're finished, the grounds are beautiful. It's what makes the flavor of the coffee so tasteful. And mixing the grounds together can make an incredible flavor, sometimes as wonderful as the individual bean itself, but oftentimes more wonderful when both are mixed together. And the rich aroma and the taste of that mellow coffee is so wonderful, just like our marriage can be as we work out these tribulations and trials that we go through for the glory of God and for the benefit of each other, and especially our children who see this marriage and want to emulate it when they get older. They don't want to emulate a fallen apart marriage where it's been dissolved. They want to emulate the beauty of a marriage that has stayed together for 50 plus years by God's grace. I leave you with these words to pause and ponder.